Hello and welcome back to a Gossip Streamer. That's me. I'm your Gossip Streamer today. Today we're drinking water. Make sure to hydrate. Today we're talking about Demi Lovato's new single, Skin of My Teeth, from her new album, Holy F. We're in the first 30 seconds, so YouTube isn't going to like it if I say a very large curse word. So we're going to wait a second. Okay, 30 seconds have passed. Thank you for your patience. So Demi Lovato's new album is called Holy Fuck. And the new single came out today, June 10th. It's called Skin of My Teeth. Let me go ahead and say this. Going in, I didn't think it was gonna be good. Not that the music was gonna be good, but it just seemed like this rocky phase, this like rock era, which people are now calling Demi Lovato, like a play on their last name, which also within this video, Demi Lovato has changed their pronouns to they, them, she, her. So if I say her by accident, that is still in their bio on Instagram, or recently was changed to that. But yeah, the music was really, really good. Like I really liked it, and I was a very big Demi Lovato fan. I loved music. I think for a year and a half, that's all I listened to, was because I just loved her music. I think it was her Sorry Not Sorry era. Like, I actually bought her album, and then I bought some previous albums. Like, I just loved her music because her vocals are so good, and her writing skills are really good. I've come to love Taylor Swift's lyrical writing as well. If you listen to the Advice and Shit podcast, that was the last episode. This coming episode for Monday was actually about Demi Lovato and the fall of Demi Lovato, which is funny because when I planned that, I didn't know she was releasing new music. So, but even with releasing new music, it kind of goes with the podcast episode that I'm gonna record, because in the title, because the music. This song is really good. It's really catchy, even though it's trying to be more rock. It's still poppy, because it is very catchy. It's now, if you're in the comments being like, you don't know rock and roll, you don't know, heavy songs, blah 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 blah. Listen. I actually am a big fan of, hard rock, metal, heavy metal music. I think it, like, sometimes when you're just, like, in a really terrible mood, or you're just really fucking pissed off, it just touches my soul, and I'm like, somebody fucking gets it. Yay. And I feel like that's what Demi was going towards with this, especially with the, image of her Holy Fuck album. A lot of imagery of, like, she's on a bed that's, like, a cross, but the bed's also, like, kind of, like, on fire in the background, and she's, like, in, like, a red leotard onesie thing, but she's also, like, tied up, like, in several straps, and it's, like, a very big 180. It's, like, honestly, I think a 180 it's a very, like, big turnaround from her last album. The art on her last album that was all, like, hippie sort of feeling, very spiritual sort of feeling, with the Dancing with the Devil, The Art of Starting Over. That was a very hippie feeling kind of album, at least, and especially the cover was. So then this album art, that transition, I think, seems kind of forced. and I'm gonna get shit for saying that, but it wasn't like a smooth transition like when Miley Cyrus kind of made this transition. She had her EP called Mother's Daughter. Fucking beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork before she had her Midnight Rider. What is it? What is the album? Miley Cyrus's album. Her single was Midnight Sky. Beautiful piece. And then her album was called Plastic Hearts. That's what it was. Also a good album. But she had that transition EP called Mother's Daughter was a song. The EP itself was called She Is Coming. Beautiful, beautiful, work of art altogether. But there was that EP transition sort of phase, and Miley Cyrus did a lot of covers of older rock songs. So not that Miley needed to prep her fans for her music transition, because she can do whatever she wants. But also I think her fans followed and grew with Miley. Miley's fans followed what she was doing and grew with her and grew into that music taste, because Miley also introduced a lot of old rock and roll songs, so her fans could, grow and like it and like this style of music. However, Demi just kind of jumped. She was going in a more loose, spiritual kind of vibe, and then quickly turned. Now I know, don't give me shit. I know that back when Demi was on Disney Channel, when she was on Sunny with a Chance, right after leaving that, she had a more rocky sort of feel in her music. And let me tell you, that was some good stuff right there. It was really good, but it wasn't rock. It was pop, but with an edge, right? And everyone was like, oh, this is bringing back old Demi. But keep in mind, that Demi was still very pop, but with an edge. And the fact that this new rock era, Skin of My Teeth, first debut single of this rock era, it still feels like pop with an edge. So when you bring in all of these very rock, these symbolisms that are seen a lot in rock music, or hard rock, heavy metal music, it doesn't seem like the imagery exactly fits, and it seems like it is forced. I was looking at Demi's music, so I took some screenshots after it got released, and the views weren't great. They weren't, because I thought maybe I was just being crazy about it, but the views weren't great. They weren't. It was 9 hours after Demi released her music video for Skin of My Teeth. There was only 251,000 views. That's not good. That's not really good. That's not good. Because, Demi Lovato is a huge, major artist. They should have more views than this. Most YouTubers who, let's say they have 500,000 subscribers, they're going to get the majority of their views within the first couple of days. Within the first day, they may already have 250,000 views after the first day. And Demi Lovato, who has 17.7 million subscribers, only had 251,000 views after 9 hours. It wasn't just like the audio was released. This is the music video. This is the artwork that goes with, this is the visual art that goes with the listening art. Like, this is different. It wasn't great. Those are not good views. If we think about, like, and then Demi Lovato went on Jimmy Fallon when it was released as well. Then I think it was last night when it was released. She went on Jimmy Fallon, and she sang it. She performed it. She played guitar and sang. It was really good. The costumes in it also seemed forced, because it's pop-y. It's like pop with an edge, so the very hard, like, metalish costumes seemed a little forced. And I know in Debbie's music she said, "Go easier on me," and honey, this is me going easy. Don't forget to hydrate. Let's see. 8 hours after Demi performed Skin of My Teeth, and it was released on Jimmy Fallon's YouTube channel, it only had 91,000 views. I expect that the performance views to be less, but these are not great views. They're not. And just for comparison, like, what was it? I think it was when Harry Styles came out with, I think it was Watermelon Sugar. I remember I was, like, sitting there. I think I had a video of it at one point where I was sitting there waiting with everyone, waiting for the release of this song. I think there was a million of us waiting for it to debut. So even before it was released, a million of us were sitting there waiting for it to come out. And I would argue that Demi Lovato was larger than Harry Styles, is more well developed in the music industry than Harry Styles. So for her to have such low views, I don't think she led her fans from this transition, and they are having a hard time following her and going with her because they're not growing with her. And those are my thoughts. Was it a good song? Yes. Lyrically, it was amazing. The vocals were great. I really liked it. I actually really enjoyed it because I already liked that genre of music. Did it feel forced aesthetically? Yes. If you want a more in-depth conversation about that, you can listen to my podcast, The Fall of Demi Lovato, and we'll talk about the reasons behind why she may have such low views. See you then on Monday.